After the Marlins and Twins make a trade, in my belief, the trades are not done, and I'm going to be discussing a team that looks like they're looking to make a trade and who their partner could be. How's it going, everybody? My name is FamedFriar. Welcome back to another video where today we're going to be discussing a possible trade between the Red Sox and the San Diego Padres. Of course, if you are yet to hit that subscribe button like 76% of the people that watch the videos, please do so. Hit that like button. Go ahead and talk about this because there's some new developments. Yes, for sure, this is something we've talked about a lot, and it seems like it's been kind of spreading like wildfire between the two fan bases, very loyal fan bases. And now we got an interesting quote from the GM of the Boston Red Sox, aka Chaim Bloom. He made an interesting quote at the Red Sox winter weekend fan fest, so to say. This is the quote.
We're closing in on another edition, and hopefully we'll be ready to finalize very soon. That will help us, and we want to keep going with that.
I find this interesting. He's basically saying we're not done. Well, first of all, they need to not be done because let's be honest here, that roster is incomplete. And if he's fighting to keep his job, you can't fight to keep your job with that crappy of a roster. That's just me being honest there. Now, besides that, what makes sense? Well, shortstop. They need a shortstop. Marcelo Mayer, as much as I love the guy, he's not Major League ready yet. It's not time. It's not his time. Elvis Andrus, yes, that can help them out. So can Jose Iglesias. But like I said, he needs to protect his job. And the best way he can protect his job is trading for Ha-Seong Kim. And even the athletic writer for the Red Sox wrote a roster prediction thing where he had Ha-Seong Kim hitting in the lineup. Yes, he did spell his name wrong. Okay, I'm going to say that. I can't believe he spelled his name wrong. Not a hard name to mess up, especially if you're going to need to learn it because you think he's going to be on your team. But that is two tells from Red Sox people that are definitely, Chaim Bloom is definitely in the know. But also, so is this guy. I'm guessing the beat writer of The Athletic probably knows. Let's be honest, a lot of Padre fans really trust Dennis Lin. I personally trust Dennis Lin, so seeing that made me interested. The question is, what type of deal can get this done? Of course, the first idea with the deal is outside of Ha-Seong Kim. They've been interested in Eggy Rosario. And when you think about Eggy Rosario and his value, the equal value person, if you include him in a Ha-Seong Kim trade where we know Tanner Houck's going to be involved, maybe Chris Sale could still possibly be involved. Someone did tell me that. I'm not positive, but it would be an interesting trade if it was to happen. But this is what the deal would look like, possibly involving Tanner Houck. It would be Tanner Houck and Brian Mata in exchange for Ha-Seong Kim and Eggy Rosario. Two solid players going one way, two solid players going the other way, two middle infielders for two pitchers. Interesting trade. Now, if you want to spice it up, the Padres need to add a first baseman / outfielder. Maybe you throw in Bobby Dahlback and add a Joshua Mears for the Padres. That's another idea to look at. But the more interesting thing to me is what one of my buddies texted me. And I'm going to say, take this with a grain of salt. He believes this to be true. This is just me reporting on what he told me. I don't know how true this is. I'm just going to go ahead and share it, though, just to put it out there in the realm of thought. It's a possibility, of course. Anything's a possibility in sports trading, but it's more putting it out in the realm that this is something he's claimed to heard. I'm not going to say his name. He supposedly is connected to Padre minor league prospects. It's a little weird that he claims the minor league prospects told him this because that's a little out of the ordinary, but it's something to keep in mind. He said, in quotes, it would be something around the lines of Kim, Eggy Rosario, and Valenzuela in exchange for Sale, Verdugo, and a low-tier prospect / a top-tier prospect with major league player talent. So basically, that would be something along the lines of like Bobby Dahlback or versus a lower-end prospect. I'm unsure. Do I know this for a fact? No, I'm just talking about it because it's an idea of something possible, and it's the last connection we had with Chris Sale, because outside of Chris Sale, it's been Tanner Houck, Tanner Houck, Tanner Houck, Tanner Houck, Tanner Houck, and I find it very unlikely that the Red Sox want to part with Tanner Houck because he's young and controllable. Yes, getting Ha-Seong Kim would be very nice for them, but this is interesting. I'm not going to say this is a fact, okay? I'm not going to quote this to be a fact. I am just reading the text messages that I had between a guy that claims he was in the loop. And yes, if I continue to report, hey, all the time, this person said this, There's bound to be stuff that is incorrect, but I just wanted to throw it out there in the realm of possibilities. Once again, take it with a grain of salt. I mean, at this point, after the Twins and Marlins trade yesterday, there is no better match in baseball than the Padres and Red Sox to make a trade. The Marlins are most likely done trading their starting pitching, and both teams were, of course, interested in Marlins starting pitching. But outside of that, I don't think there's a better fit in baseball, and I think it's meant to be. And I think if there's going to be a trade between these teams, it's possible to happen. I think it's likely to happen. I think that it's going to involve Ha-Seong Kim. If Ha-Seong Kim gets traded, it's going to be to the Red Sox, in my opinion. I am 90% positive on that. My final remarks are pretty simple. You know, I'm interested to see how Red Sox fans feel about this all. I think they have to do what they have to do to try to win, or else Time Bloom's going to be gone, so he better figure it out. In terms of Padre fans, I know you guys fairly well, and I think we're in desperation mode for starting pitching. Seth Lugo and Adrian Morejon being our fives, or whatever the situation is, does not sound that good. We have a very top-heavy rotation. We have 3 2-starters, and we have 3 relievers at the back of the rotation, so it's an interesting situation. Now, the question is kind of this. Would you make the trade? If you were AJ Preller, if you were Chaim Bloom, what would you guys do? You know, trying to be respectful of both sides, because you have to understand the trades it's a two-way bridge. You know, it's a two-way street, so to say. So in your opinion, comment down below. If you were Chaim Bloom, if you were AJ Preller, how would you make this trade? What would you do? How would you structure a trade? Obviously, you're not going to give up, you know, some poopy prospect and get Rafael Devers, or you're not going to give up some poopy prospect and get Tatis Jr. We know this, so if you were being honest and you were trying to, you know, put yourself in their shoes, what would you do? That's at least my opinion on the matter. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, last reminder, if you're yet to hit that subscribe button, please do so. Thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers. It means a lot to me. Let's continue to grow the channel. It really does mean a lot. It's a favorite part of the day for me. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in a video very, very soon. Peace.
To the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego. Live that shit up, San Diego. Let's fucking go. Woo! It's our fucking house. Hey. It's our house right here, baby. Let's go.